That was his next to sodas and all that. Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex, valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoking at a Rory, that thing poke. Burning rubber, when the cameras, that was undercovers.
I mean, your hand is large, so I just figured.
Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it comes to in your brain for you to run to. One's the haters, and covers and maces. Call us dumb niggas, cause our culture is contagious. Third generation South Central gangbangers that live long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out that maze. Find me out in different places. The spook by the door, that's the infiltration. Double back dressed in blue laces.
Y'all bring it.
Alright. Noted. They killed Dr. Sebi, he was teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross cause he teaching well. Dropped out of school, I'ma teach myself. Made my first meal on my own, I don't need your help. All black, Tom Ford, special way. City council meeting, they got hustle speak.
I was like, oh yeah, you ain't that many interviews.
So one of our investments had to come strategic. Summer 18, man, such a season. Had to make my partners look like fucking cheese. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steven.
I mean, they nice.
We done took a dream and turned it to a scene. Anything I wanted, everything I needed. Gotta pace yourself, it's all about your baby. You can have it all, it's all about your race.
Special occasion.
You look like you.
Special occasion.
You look real.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Danny DiNero podcast. I'm your host, Danny DiNero. Got a couple guests in the building. I will allow them to introduce themselves, starting from the left.
Oh, that would be me. No, hi. I'm Ameerah. Ameerah Salim.
Who you guys probably know from the podcast. Ameerah Explains It All.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Shameless plug.
Sorry, yeah. I didn't want to give a shameless plug. I was like, I'm going to be cool right now. I was going to do it at the end, but yeah. I wasn't going to get all in, like first 5 minutes,
Right.
I was going to warm them up first.
All right. Warm them up. And then to her immediate left.
Yo, my name's Tariq Smith. I'm new. What's up?
So, you guys are probably wondering where some of the other guests or some of the other hosts. As some of you guys know, if you haven't been keeping up with the show, there is no more AB for at least now. Niggas in Atlanta doing this thing with the with whatnot. It is what it is. But he'll be back. Cause he gonna be like, man, it just ain't popping over here. I need to come back. He been to Vegas all his life. And then Coco, she pretty much took the day off. She was just like, y'all gonna do y'all little Nipsey thing up there. And she didn't really have no input. And honestly, I have a little bit of input, but I got some special guests that have more input than me. So I just feel like they're going to give it the right treatment. That's why I handpicked this elite duo right here.
Wow. I didn't know I was a Nipseyologist. Wow.
Man, you know what I'm saying? You know how a lot of people really can take offense to it. Real shit do not have us out here like that.
And what I'm sitting here saying, like, these ain't no friends and family of Nip, but what I mean is they're more informed than the regulars on the podcast. That's what I mean.
Yeah, on podcast. Leave it in that realm. I'll definitely take on anybody.
Wow.
But yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of whatever y'all want to be the judge of.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, we are at the anniversary. I mean, I really hate that word anniversary. We need another word for like a year later. Because anniversary, like, that should be for like the birthdays for the wedding.
I mean,
I just don't even feel good calling somebody's death a year later an anniversary because it upsets me. Like, I just don't like the word.
It's a physical death. It's a physical death. He ascended, bro. When people die, they ascend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's call it the ascension date.
Exactly.
This is a year of the ascension date.
This is the year of the ascension. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like that. There's no more death. Like, what's going on right now, there's no more death. You're ascending.
Okay.
Everybody's finding themselves right now into this world. They don't have a choice because of social media. Mm-hmm. That's what people are tied to. So you know what? Very intelligent people decided to use social media to go ahead and start waking up people. And now everybody thinks that they're somebody, but at least they're retaining some kind of knowledge of it. So now people do have beliefs. More people are more spiritual than religious. You feel me? So now things start to lead a different way. Ideas and beliefs start to go a different way. So it's like, yeah, I mean, and on top of that, death is inevitable. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna die. So, I mean,
someday, yeah, for sure.
You can't.
No controlling that.
You can't.
You'd be a billionaire as soon as you can control that.
Exactly. And then the next day, boom, you'd be gone. And now you like everybody else.
Yeah, he definitely said that at the end of Keys to the City. In fact, you should try to find that the very end of, like the very end, he's not even rapping, he talks. And he says, all money, I think he said something like, all money and no money, yeah, nigga. Something about like, live your life to the fullest, cause we damn sure gonna lead this like, ain't nobody gonna lead this motherfucker, like, what he say, like, you'll hear it. And like, he's just talking this shit at the end or whatever.
Is it 1 or 2?
Oh, Keys to the City 1. See, since Danny's not a Nipseyologist, he didn't know which Keys to the City.
I'm not a Nipseyologist. For sure. No, it is what it is.
I'm just playing. Fast forward all the way to the end. I mean, all the way to the, keep on, like, past all that. Past that. Right, right there. He said, pop bottles, get cash, fuck bitches, live your life, nigga. You only live once. And for damn sure, you gonna leave this motherfucker.
Instantly.
Well, I'm sure he did
and
all those things.
That's the one thing that makes me happy about his life is because, like, I know the type of person that Nip is as far as, like, just as far as him being, like, a LA nigga and, like, just gang culture and all that, because I grew up around that. I know what type of person he is. So he, like, for somebody that grew up the way he grew up, he definitely lived his life to the fullest, because a lot of dudes that come from where he come from, you know what I'm saying? I know these motherfuckers ain't made it. They ain't fuck.
They ain't got shit to show for it.
It ain't even that they got shit to show for it. They haven't made it out of nowhere. Like, they haven't seen a lot. You know, Nipsey got to go back to the motherland, his father's country. He got to go to Eritrea. He got to, you know, travel around the world and, you know, get on tours with people and meet Dr. Dre and Jay-Z. Like, he got to do so much for somebody that comes from not only just being like a young black man, but somebody from the background that he has. You know, that's like rare. Like, you know, independent gangbang niggas don't get to really do what he did. So, you know, that is just good. I'm glad that he got to live his life like that. So, I mean, I remember Black Sam saying something like that too, or whatever. He was just like, he's just so happy that his brother, like, did a lot before, you know, he passed.
He passed on to the next life.
Yeah, he did a lot. Made it to the Grammys and all, you know, he did a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What would you say is Rick? What would you say is your favorite Nipsey moment?
The victory slap.
Oh my!
Because I mean, I've always acted without thinking, and Nipsey is a king, and he's not gonna be disrespected, nor is anybody next to him, around him, associated with him, to be disrespected. We saw the video, and the dude was all in their face, and he pushed the dude's shit.
Right.
Nipsey didn't wait, no hesitation, bro.
Yeah.
That's the fire sign in him.
Exactly. that's why I fucking love Leos, bro. He did that because I can.
Brave.
Because you know who I am? Because I can. Nigga, like, I don't care how people, because I'm an alpha, I can understand the dominance in the Leos. I appreciate it. I love it, honestly. So when I see it in him, he does it not even just like off that, because you can see how assertive he is with his music and his projects. Right. But to do something like that in broad daylight, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And get in this car like ain't nothing happened. How dare you disrespect me? All my people. I mean, it may be cocky. That's just on the funny side, that's my favorite moment. On the real side, him getting back with Lauren was dope as fuck. You know, because he, like, a lot of men don't do the public. They don't do the public thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, him accepting his role, you know what I'm saying? And then doing what he needed to get back with her, that's pretty dope, because for a lot of brothers, it's no secret that black men do not appreciate black women. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, then it's not shown as it should be. You feel me? And that is a major problem, like real shit. And a lot of niggas really forget that their mothers and sisters and cousins is black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a strong example. And for what she said, I didn't really understand how LA niggas had it. You know what I'm saying? Until I got older. Because like we were talking about earlier, like being born into that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it in LA. That is kind of like scary and passionate at the same time, because it's like you gonna be a part of this family.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? But I never noticed that about LA. She's absolutely right for what he's done. You know what I'm saying? And that's immaculate, especially making it back to Africa.
Oh yeah, because the mentality, like the gang culture mentality, is so. I just know the thought process of a lot of gangbangers. When I say that I was born and raised in this, like, so for me to see that, I see it's a total day and night. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even think, the average gangbang nigga do not think on that level.
Right.
Like, I'm talking about a real gangbanger, not these motherfuckers right here, these what is it, the internet ones, and
these posers,
not
basically.
the Tekashi. I'm talking about real, not none of these rappers. I ain't talking about none of these rappers that want to wear red rags sometime, wear blue. No, I'm talking about real gangbangers. Like, it's even the culture, like Crips and Bloods or whatever, like in LA. And in California, just in general, but, you know, outside of, like in other states, it's different, because it's like rooted. It's almost like how slavery's in our blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a LA person, or especially LA, but for sure California, because, you know, it all came together kind of quick, you know,
right.
Both sides was doing the same thing or whatever. It's really like in your DNA, because now you got generations of people in your family that were bangers. So it's like a mentality. It's a real culture. When they say gang culture, it's a real culture. But it's just funny because, like I said, these dudes, because they can't get right. Like, okay, I got hella gangbangers in my family. These niggas don't know nothing but criminal behavior and going to jail. That's all they know. That's all they want to know. All they want to know is roll. They will pop a cap.
That's because, and that's mainly because in their mind, that's all they need to know.
That's their world.
That's all they live. That's their world.
It really is their world.
All this other shit you talking about, that don't mean nothing to me.
It don't mean nothing. They get money in a certain way. They do things in a certain way. They're like a real little, like not a little, but it's kind of like it's a big community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's really almost everybody. Like almost like you're the anomaly if your family doesn't come from, like if you black and you like, cause you're connected. Like I don't give a fuck. Like even like it's even rare for like somebody to be like, let's say an upper echelon black person, like let's say you in politics or whatever, you probably connected to a couple gangbangers, like your cousins, or it's like it's like that. It's like that close. It's like you like 2-3 degrees from a gangbang. It's just everybody, like everybody's family has gangs. Like it's just crazy, or is a part of a gang. At least I have never met a black person's family. It's just, are we gonna say it's rare? In my world, I don't. Even the ones that you wouldn't think, like the ones that be like, yeah, da da da, and then you start talking to them, and you start talking to them about their cousins. They're like, oh yeah, they are da da da. Like, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just saying, like, people don't understand. It's like a real ideology. So I'm just trying to paint a picture because, like, unless you lived within that and then grown up around that, that's why, like, I admire him so much, because I'm like, dude, you could have been the average little just shoot him up, bang, bang. That's all you know. But he wanted more for himself and more for his life. And, you know, I appreciate him, like, just because it's hard to actually be within the culture and trying to get on to something else at the same time, too, because you constantly have to operate in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, it's stressful. It's really stressful. Cause so that's why I see it, because I see people battling in my family every day, trying to get out that mentality, trying to do better for themselves, but keep falling back, ending back up in prison, or, you know, a lot of people dying and just all type of stuff that, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard. So I see, like, you gotta have a certain mentality to even move up and get to where he even got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
So while we talking about Nip, I'll start with you, Reek. What's your opinion on his exit?
His assassination?
Sure. You think that just happened by chance, like the media says?
Fuck the media, number one. I want to know this shit right now. Everything the media says is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in 2018, when he dropped Victory Lap, I know he stated in one of his songs, LAPD on my nuts, I'm a squeezing bus. And then at the same time, the same LAPD was so hurt and so sad that Nipsey was gone.
Yeah.
I don't buy none of that. Eric Clothing, you know what I'm saying? Whether he be a snitch or not, and he did what he did. So,
right.
He's a fuck nigga. Period. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't give a fuck how people paint it. Do I believe that he could have, if Nipsey was calling his ass a rat and a snitch, then hell yeah, I believe he could have been paid to fucking kill him. Because that's what apparently he was saying. He was saying the LAPD paid me $75,000.
That's what he said? Like, why he didn't get out of town then? If he got paid for $75,000.
They caught him that fast. Ain't it amazing? Ain't it amazing how fast the LAPD work? Ain't it amazing how fast the police work? They ain't caught that nigga that fast.
Yeah.
Just that fast. He can't seem to catch nobody else, though. No police anywhere.
Yeah.
Can't seem to catch nobody else that fast. I don't give a fuck how broad daylight it is. I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
Nigga, like what? Like
I mean, I will say this in their defense. I mean, he was on camera. That played a big part.
Nigga.
I'm just saying that played a big part.
That does play a big part, but
He actually turned himself in.
And all that shit, like my whole thing is, bro, like I don't appreciate how you went out, period. You know what I'm saying? No, so if you want my honest,
Hell no, that shit was disrespectful.
Disrespectful as fuck. Then if this bitch has to come back and then try to finish it off, it's even make me even more mad. But I mean, he wore number 33. You know what I'm saying, before he passed. Mm-hmm. So if you know anything about numerology, I mean, it was an angel. I mean, I can't help but look at it as peaceful. Because he is here, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's here forever. Of course, everybody appreciates the physical because they don't know what the fuck is going on after.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That's completely up to you. That's why I don't need to impress upon my views or opinions, because one day you're gonna wake up because you don't have a choice. Because you're gonna be put in a position to where you're like, God damn, what the fuck is going on? And then you only do one or two things. You either fight or flight. And I mean, like you really are either gonna like continue with your battle and reach a new level of consciousness, or you're gonna fall and be in the same position forever. But no, I don't like how you went out. It's just disrespectful, man. Eric Holder can rock in jail. Death penalty is too easy.
Yeah.
I love people who suffer. You know, I'd rather you just live with it.
Yeah, why we ain't heard no stories about anybody beating that nigga's ass?
Social media says that there was retaliation.
On him?
Yeah, why would they? Nigga, that's
well, I mean, it was retaliation before they even caught him. Like, didn't some of his family get knocked off?
Yeah, that's why I said social media.
Yeah, I believe.
I said dad and cousins and shit.
They said some folks in his family.
Yeah, I mean, we got hood news. I mean, come on, it's not our job, bro.
I don't even. To be honest though, I get why niggas did that shit, but I mean, what's the point?
I don't get
they innocent in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking people off this earth.
Oh, you mean a retaliation?
I'm talking about to get back. If you're gonna get back, just get back with the main person.
He's not gonna suffer. You don't give a fuck. I mean, you're a rat. It's not what this means. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna really fuck with you. You're a rat.
I mean, I don't know personally, but yeah.
You said who don't get back? Get back to what? What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about the Eric Holder shit. I'm talking about like whoever. I'm not gonna implicate anybody, but I'm talking about like whoever took out like his relatives or his kinfolk or whatever. Mm-hmm. They innocent in the thing. Like, so what is that?
Bro, you took out a kingpin.
I know, but what I'm saying is like I just feel just go straight for the head of the snake. Just take out Holder.
Jail. He's locked up. He's solitary.
But that's one of the oldest tactics. It don't matter who you fuck with. That's anybody family. That's anybody family. I don't give a fuck if it's the Mexican mafia, my family members that have my last name. You fuck with my sister. If I can't catch you, I'm gonna kill your grandma. I'm sorry, let me not say that. Yeah. But I'm just saying like somebody in my family that I love a lot. You just can't do nothing to them and let me not be able to find you. Yeah. They can't find him. He's in jail. So who's next?
Right. This is
like the 50 shit.
Yeah, and it's not even that. You got to think there's people that really, really love him. So you can't say how you would act because somebody do something like that. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but I can just imagine somebody, doing something crazy to one of my people that I love to life, and me just like, I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna pray about it after I don't know. But anywho, I would be upset.
Stone Cold Killer over here.
No, I'm just saying, like, no, you can't. Like, it's not a killer or whatever. It's like,
yeah, no, I know.
Don't push me. Like, don't touch nothing I love. I won't touch nothing you love. Like, that's it. Eye for eye.
I feel it.
You stay over there. I'll be over there.
You don't agree with that, Reed?
What? About the iPhone 9?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I agree with that.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't agree with what I said.
Oh, I mean, like, you have to... Every world is different. Mm-hmm. Each one of us is different.
I mean...
You know what I'm saying? So it's
in
like...
a sense, yeah.
For real. So it's like... We agree on some things, but I can understand why you would say, why go after the family? Mm-hmm. I get it. I'm kind of still getting to a better part of me, but I'm a mad person. You know what I'm saying? So I want to retaliate. Mm-hmm. I try not to, but I have this like ego, this emperor ego. So I can, when he has subjects, bro, like that's like, be real. You guys want to call him a king? He has subjects, G, and his subjects are pissed. They're hurt. You know what I'm saying? They're mad. So what the fuck do you expect them to do? Their leader is not here no more. So what the fuck? They're not supposed to wild out. You see how many motherfuckers was out there at his fucking funeral?
Yeah.
What? Like what? Yeah, people from out of the country come in here.
And it would have been the same. Let's say if like somebody would have killed Kobe Bryant in broad daylight. You know how many motherfuckers would have been like, oh, you got us fucked up. Like,
they did,
like, luckily he died in a damn plane crash. Whatever. It wasn't no crazy shit like somebody from the damn Bulls trying to pull up. Nigga, I'm a Chicago Bull.
Well, why you? That's a good segue. Why you talking about the whole Kobe thing and how it was just, happen chance by helicopter? What was you telling me about, Reek?
I don't believe that
your
shit.
Your thought on it?
Kobe shit was sabotaged. No more. Kobe's helicopter is black. So that silver, blue, white plane was not his fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
There's a obvious picture of Kobe standing next to his black helicopter with a Nike sign and Mama's on it. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. Two, why were all the helicopters grounded and he was allowed to go? Why does he not have a radar box or a communication box? I mean, these are all simple things, bro. Like, the government doesn't have to really give a fuck if we know the obvious. Because they can do shit like coronavirus and then, oh my God, everybody buy tissue. What? Please tell me where the fuck the correlation is. Because what happens if they shut off plumbing? So now you got a bunch of fucking tissue. Until they turn plumbing back on. Good fucking job.
What's the correlation?
I'm trying to figure it out to this fucking day. Why the fuck did all of these slaves go out and buy tissue? Out of everything. Y'all killed each other over tissue. Tissue. Okay, for a virus. So, yeah, Kobe, I definitely believe that his helicopter was fucked with.
He was set up to fail, basically.
Most definitely. And Gigi was not supposed to be there. According to Dr. Umar Johnson, he believes that Kobe was supposed to take that helicopter to the game on Monday, as he normally does. And then that's when he would have been done for. But I guess it wasn't his... It wasn't supposed to be scheduled.
He deviated from his
plan.
His typical scheduling.
Right.
Interesting.
But it's not just about that. Kobe was involved in a lot of other shit. He was opening up a basketball league in China. America hates China. At least the powers that be do. I don't have a problem with China. We make a bunch of shit. Fuck with China.
Yeah. Shit with Jason sushi rolls.
Yeah, we definitely get sushi, so I'll definitely fuck with China. He was in a pharmaceutical lawsuit. Court battle, excuse me. With his pharmaceutical company. We already know about pharmaceutical companies. He also accused the pharmaceutical companies of using illegal chemicals. And you accuse a pharmaceutical company, that's 3 strikes you out. And I definitely say 3 strikes you out because Kobe, a black man, a nigga, opening up a basketball league in China who America don't rock with. How dare you, international capitalism? Who the fuck do you think you are? What do basketball players do when they're retired? Get back on ESPN, opened up some restaurants, some nightclubs and shit. Kobe was making a whole new way. He lost 2 kings. He had his documentary up and ready to go like that, like next day. You don't have to. It's easy to be made a fool of. Mm-hmm. It's harder to be proven that you've been made a fool of. And a lot of people are like fearful. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that there is an underlying meaning behind everything. Why do you do what you do? Why do you do this? You fuck with this. You like talking to people. Mm-hmm. You want the exposure too, though. It's pretty dope. It comes with the gig. Feel me? It's just something to feed you a little bit. But that's your underlying reason. You feel me? Just like why do people go to work? Because they want to make their money. They don't just go to work.
Right.
You know, it's like, fuck, I want to work today. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they want to get paid. So if you have something for something, an underlying reason as small as that, what do you think people who control this whole fucking country do? Have a reason for it. So this country is very, very blatantly disrespectful when it comes to assassinating and or locking up our black men. I think Michael Jackson was about to purchase his rights from Sony or something like that. His doctor killed him. Bill Cosby was about to purchase CBS, I think. All these white women said he got raped. Cuba Gooding Jr. played the O.J. Simpson case after O.J. Simpson beat him, which is pretty much embarrassing the government. He called a sexual assault charge. But they can assassinate niggas who want to change and help, like Nipsey was rebuilding Slauson. I saw that from my own eyes. When I went out to the Marathon store, I saw all that construction happening. I was not there at first. I remember like all of his interviews and the drones and shit.
Yeah.
When I went there, bro, I saw all of those fucking construction like things, the pillars and stuff, and it's like sites and things being worked on. Like, he was dead ass when he said he was going to rebuild Slauson. He was dead ass. And you know what else I saw? Rusted ass, bogus ass LAPD fucking cop cars that still got the bitch ass sirens where they beat Rodney King with. I can definitely see why the LAPD missed Nipsey. Because why would we want the neighborhood to look better than our cars? Why don't we have the updated Impalas or the Ford Explorers? Why don't we got the nice uniforms and the nice guns so we can kill niggas? So we can maintain control. How when we don't look as good as New York and Chicago? Politics play a big factor. Nobody wants to see a gang member uniting Bloods and Crips and rebuilding communities. Niggas sit in your spot. That's a problem for them. Because once you see that, then you know that you can lead a bunch of people. You can tell a bunch of people that they don't gotta fucking listen to you. I don't gotta take your fucking medicine. I don't gotta take your vaccines. I gotta eat your fucking meat. I don't do none of that shit. Everything that he was talking about. Niggas at concerts can tell you to go boo somebody. That's mind control. These motherfuckers hate the fact that somebody black can have control. Think about if Nipsey and Kobe told all of their fans to meet up at the same spot. Think about that. Think about if they went live at the same time, said, everybody, yo, come meet us in the same spot right now. Just cause.
We in a truck.
Just cause they said so.
We on the way.
Going. Nipsey and Kobe, you showing up for one of the two. Period. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about all over the world, bro.
Yeah.
Because we outnumber the people that run this bitch. We just don't think. We just don't help each other out. We don't put aside our egos. But you don't hurt a lot of motherfuckers. So here it's not about black or white or Mexican or Asian. After a while, it's about fucking people. Now you just fucking with people. You don't piss people off. People don't like to be pissed off. They damn sure don't like to be pissed on. So you can pull over you can try to pull the cover over a lot of people's eyes how you treat our black men, how you take them out, how you make it very ceremonious, and all this other shit. It's a perfect way to kill Nipsey. It was a perfect way to kill Kobe. Because Kobe wasn't problematic. You know what I'm saying? Kobe wasn't involved in no shit. Kobe was a guy. He supported WNBA and charity events, and he was loved in China. He had fucking camps for little girls. He was doing his damn thing. So he has no reason to get shot. He has no reason to be robbed and attacked. But an unfortunate event.
And I feel like you could say that about, and I'm not saying that it's not true, but I feel like there's so many black men out there doing so many like things for the community and things to push the culture forward. Like literally, if they died today, everybody get the, he was doing it. Like I can name like 50 motherfucking black men out here that's really doing something for black people.
But are you doing something that is in connection to the government? Are you fucking with, Nipsey was talking about, he literally said on Breakfast Club, I'm doing the documentary on Dr. Sebi's court case. Not his medicine, not his food, his court case. Dr. Sebi embarrassing this fucking government. Bringing in 77 people to show you, I cured these motherfuckers. That's what Nipsey was doing. And he followed that with, if they kill me, y'all better ride for me. Don't nobody say that and not expect that shit to really happen. Even if you wanna play with it, you don't play with that. And he said that.
I mean, I think it's a lot of from a personal level. It's so many. It's so many things that play into his death that you can't even say it on air, on camera, because it's just, you just can't, like, yeah. I like, you know what I'm saying? Because
my homegirl has people tied with long London and tell me shit, but I understand. And they probably won't ever say anything on camera or tape either. Shit. Exactly. No, you know so I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know. I just, you know what it is? I get it. Like, I don't even believe in a conspiracy theory. I just believe in, like, it is what it is. Like, we already know what it is, like, so we gonna keep living our lives, and then we just gonna see what the fuck, like, what are we gonna do or whatever besides continue to live our life, continue to push the culture forward, and continue to be fearless how we have been, and like whatever happens, because that's kind of like what it is anyways or whatever. Because I feel like a lot of times when people talk about like, I feel like just even Umar, when you talk about like the whole conspiracy, it's like, what are we really talking about? Are we talking about like, what's the next, what is the resolution? You know what I'm saying? Since this person got knocked 63, 75, 82, 89, 91. They like every year is this different person and all this stuff is happening. It's just, I feel like it's pushing more fear into the people or whatever. I mean, and I get people need to know. Yeah, people do need to know. But at the end of the day, I feel like it could possibly deter a person from like being to their full potential because they're worried about getting knocked off or worried about doing whatever or whatever. I don't know. I can definitely, I can resonate exactly with you. I can resonate exactly with what you're saying. Because I'm at a point in my life where I'm stuck between, do I want to really tell motherfuckers what the fuck do I think and risk the chance of really being assassinated on real life shit? Like, or do I just want to live my life and just let shit just be shit? I saw something that Ice-T said earlier today. I think, send this to my boys. He said, hold on a second.
Yeah, but why you look for that?
Real quick. Found it.
Oh, okay, never mind, go ahead. Oh, it's audio?
Death threats ever since I've been rapping. The reason they don't want me on here is because I can talk and I'm gonna let you know what all this hubbub is not really about. You know, so they say, well, keep him off TV so we can continue getting our hype. problem is white kids are listening to this music, and all of a sudden, I've injected the white kids with the anger of the black kid. If I gotta go, I gotta go. A lot of people have died for the truth, you know what I'm saying? You know, if they put a bullet in me, then I'm just dead, then I ain't got nothing to worry about. But I can't live a coward, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's the police, the government, anybody, if I think something's wrong, I'm gonna stand up to it. And you putting me on here means you a soldier. This is a war. We gotta move, man, you know what I'm saying?
We're not in this shit to be just spiritual. We're not in this shit to be conspiracy theorists. We're not in this shit just to get, like, ideas going and get people riled up and people to be scared. I need to be scared of the fucking people you listening to, the fucking people who've been lying to us, the fucking people who fucking raped our women, and the fucking people who brought us over here. I like to be like, it'd be so quick, and then you say that you're listening to our people, and then our people are the fucking puppets to them. we got our people being puppets. We got Oprah and Gayle King. That's them two off the back right there. I heard T.I. was talking shit about the whole Gucci thing and boycotting Gucci, and then he showed up to Mayweather's Gucci shit. His Gucci fucking event. Didn't Mayweather fuck your woman? And didn't you just say we not wearing Gucci? So we have these fucking people in here who are acting so fucking pro-black. Y'all say it in the hood all the time. Don't let these motherfuckers play you. Y'all still like, what? Period. Just because they made it to the fucking cameras don't mean shit. Them the worst ones. The niggas that aren't in fucking Hollywood, they got a lot of shit to say. They telling a lot of the truths. Everybody think they fucking crazy and shit. But you got a lot of the stars up there, still up there, uprising. But you know what else they doing? Cheating on their wives. Cheating on their husbands. They got some kind of scandal. But then they got another movie. They got another ad. They got some more endorsements. It's a little bit of bring down, a little bit of come up. And everybody else that's left Hollywood has had something real to say. You can really look into it. It's not about that. And on top of that, being somebody that worked for the government, I firsthand have seen and have been played by the fucking government. So conspiracies don't necessarily need it just means like, oh, we're just getting people so fucking riled up. Like, I've witnessed it.
No, I'm not saying it's not true. I get it's true, but what's up?
So in my opinion, you have to keep doing it so you get these kind of conversations. You got to keep having it so you get people to understand that we got to eat our fucking reparations that we want so far.
And this is the part right there that I guess you know it is because I think I just have evolved from that because like when I first started coming into like some real enlightenment, I used to think the same way. Like I was learning all this information and I'm like, oh, I gotta wake people up. And I'm telling people about certain things, educating people and listening. We have these conversations and it's cool and everything. And then after a certain level, after doing that for so long, I come to have another epiphany, another spiritual download where I'm like, you know what? If you really don't get it and if it ain't clicking by now, you like more than likely you're just like everybody can't go. Like it's just facts. Like I feel like as Black people, we want all of us to just join hands and we all gonna make it to the promised land, wherever the fuck that may be. But I don't think it's gonna happen like that.
And that's how we find ourselves.
And I don't think it's gonna happen like that for just everybody. I don't think it's gonna happen like that for general pop in general. I think it's gonna be some enlightened white folks, some enlightened Hispanics. Like it's gonna be the best of the best of each culture. Those are the people that are gonna make it. I don't mean the rich. I'm talking about the best of the best. Just people who have that mindset to not be sheeple and be cattle and be done any kind of way. Those are going to be the people who are going to be at the end because they're actually going to fight. They're going to have the knowledge to know what to fight for and to get where they need to get so them and their families and their communities can survive whatever's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, they going to be in the motherfucking matrix and shit, the end for them. Like, like that's just, I really think that's how it's gonna happen because I really got into a point like you can't wake up. Like it's just hard. Like I swear, like I have lost like Because you know what it is? Everybody wakes up at their own time. Like, you can sit up there. I realize you can have a deep-ass conversation with a motherfucker and tell them some real shit, some shit that, like, just really woke you up and made you look at life a totally different way. And they'll sit up there and be like, yeah, the next day they be... And I'm like, that shit just went right past your motherfucking... like, I wasted my motherfucking breath the other day.
Right.
You know, and then you constantly having these conversations with people and you see that they're hearing you, but they're not listening. And then that's when you realize, like, oh, okay, it's probably not clicking for me, but there's what they say, it takes... I forgot, it was some type of old Chinese saying, but it was about it being like, basically like, throughout all these teachers, it's like one teacher is going to connect or whatever. That one, you know what I'm saying? So many teachers in life, but, you know, I'm not the person that's going to make it click. And they're like right. Everybody has their person that it's just kind of like, oh, okay, I get this shit now, you know?
Like you said, everybody can go. Everybody
can go. I think people need to stop, especially black people. Because I think we have this, because we have this struggle complex with each other, like, you know, and don't get me wrong, right? Because we have all we just know each other. Our grandparents are like the same. Our parents are the same. We grew up in the same. Most of us relatively grew up in this similar experiences. I will say, not the same, but similar experience. And we all, you know, we black people. We supposed to be, but it's a wrap. Like, I'm serious. Like, not even saying like, oh, there's no hope. No. I think it's going to be a large and a great amount of us that are going to transition to that place to be able to help who we need to help get to wherever they need to get to. Mm-hmm. But everybody ain't going to be able to. Like, some people want to be dumb. Like, yeah. It's going to be too late. Like, motherfuckers playing, they not tripping. Mm-hmm. Man, my homeboy was just talking about that the other day. He was like, man, first of all, do you guys, okay, now, you follow Young Pharaoh? Mm-hmm. This nigga, Young Pharaoh. So this dude on the internet, he's like one of these dudes, he's like super whatever, right? But he's real good, right? And he was like, man, some of y'all niggas, he was like, y'all talking about stimulus checks. He said, y'all need to go and team up with some of them, he said some of them white people up in the woods so they can teach y'all motherfuckers how to shoot, teach y'all how to hunt.
The basics of life.
Yeah. He said, because when this shit hit the fan, y'all niggas ain't gonna make it.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm a farmer. I ain't worried about shit. When this shit go, I'm gonna grab all my seeds. Y'all niggas, I'll catch y'all.
You gonna start a little community.
I'm gonna be fuck y'all.
Damn, it's like that. I can't come to the promised land with you.
I said that she's gonna everybody can't go.
I'm about to discuss, bro, because for real. After a while, bro, you do have these deep ass conversations, and you do try to get people. I've been doing this shit ever since I'm not this age. I have like reduced the conversation down to probably about like 4. You feel me? With people who I really talk to. You feel me? Because like I'm not. That's why I was saying you get to a point where do you want to pull a Nipsey? Do you want to go and start telling the truth? You want to go and start. You know, doing better and being up front and in front of everything. You know, he was involved in every little thing, everything. So, I mean, that's a threat to them. That don't scare me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love my people too much. I don't give a damn if they don't get their act together. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to get their act together. Not even African Americans, we Native Africans. American is something that they created.
When I just tell you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Just tell this nigga
So I mean, like so, shit like that. I mean, there is a reason why we need to band together. We own this motherfucker. Like we need. You talk about these 40 damn acres, bro. Multiply by all these goddamn black people. Like for real. I mean, be fucking realistic. You know what I'm saying? But moving on. Go back to Nipsey.
Nah, you guys was on a roll.
Yeah, go back to Nipsey.
That was good.
It's a good one.
You don't edit that whole part out. We're gonna get this shit back.
All that.
We're gonna get this shit back.
I'm gonna keep all that. But so I guess while we talking about we touched on it for a little bit. The stimulus, little stimulus check we were supposed to be getting. I mean, let's be real. I mean, that little funky ass $1,200, that ain't really shit at the end of the day.
What are we talking about?
It ain't really nothing.
Edit this part out and talk about Nipsey. Fuck that $1,200.
He said, fuck that $1,200. Let's talk about Nipsey.
I kind of agree with him because the $1,200, it really isn't worth mentioning. Like, it's unmentionable. Like,
slap in the face. Next.
Well,
like,
I was gonna lead that to some government.
You trying to ruffle some more feathers? Like,
I can do that. I can do another one.
You gonna do all that in one episode?
Next.
Okay.
$1,200.
Okay. Well, we got through all that with me asking you, what was your favorite Nip moment? I didn't even ask you, Ameerah.
Oh, I thought you never fucking asked.
Well, no. We went from that moment and it went to a bunch of stuff, but that's good though. That's good. Yeah. We got a lot out. But
well, before I say my favorite Nip moment, I just want to let him know that his favorite Nip moment is my worst Nip moment.
Wow.
Why? Speak on that. Why is that your worst Nip moment?
Because like, he was like, you know what it is? Because I put myself in his shoes.
In Nipsey shoes.
Nipsey shoes. Okay. And I would be so. I know he was disappointed in himself. Like not in a. Because like I said, I know how he thinks. I think he was like, I still stand my ground or what, but I could have. I could have reacted a little differently. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I love about that moment. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you what I love about that moment. Is how he did not glorify or broadcast it. Like he wasn't like on the interviews like, I slapped that nigga. Yeah, that nigga. But exactly. He never, I love that about him. Mm-hmm. Like, love that part about him. He never went on interview. Even when people joked about him, he just giggled. Like, yeah, moving on. I'm like, he wasn't proud of that moment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that's not part of my brand. You know what I'm saying? But
so for some of those listening and watching, they might not know exactly the moment you guys are talking about because y'all didn't elaborate on it.
It's the moment at the BET Awards 2018, and it was a pre-show that he had with YG. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what happened. He was trying to get through some part through his car. His bodyguard was in the front seat, and I don't even really know what happened between him and the dude. It was like I don't know if the dude was like a security guard or some type of traffic control dude, but he must have told Nipsey he had to move. I don't know what exactly he said, because like I said, I wasn't there. Nobody was there. Nobody knows the word exchange that was actually went on, but all I know is Nipsey hopped out of his car, and the dude said something else real smart to him, and Nipsey slapped him. And yeah, I like when I seen it, I covered my face like, ugh. But anyways, I was mad at him for that. Not mad like I hate him, but I was like, why you do that, man?
Right.
But how he handled it afterwards, it made me feel better about it.
Okay. It's like he did it, but he didn't really want to do it.
Yeah.
Nigga, you was out of pocket for a second. You was out of pocket for a second, so I had to show you I'm not the one.
Exactly.
I'm not the one. Now that you know that, we can move forward. And now you know I'm not the one. So you won't have to get smacked going forward.
Exactly. I've had moments like that before where, I was like, I am like way too fly right now to be out here looking crazy. I lost it for a quick second, then I had to pick it back up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, and I was disappointed in myself too. So that's why I was like, ooh, that was a fire moment. Like, okay. I'm a Sag, I'm just saying. But anywho. My favorite Nipsey moment. Let me think. My favorite Nipsey moment. A moment. I would say. Let me see. I'm gonna say him dropping Victory Lap, because I know how excited he was for it. Like all the pub he put out for it. He put out a lot of content into getting ready to drop Victory Lap. He's been talking about Victory Lap in all his mixtapes for many years, probably 10 years. Like right. 10 years he's been talking about dropping an album called Victory Lap probably. But so I know how happy and excited he was to drop it. So, I was excited, and especially like watching him from like the beginning of his career all the way up into this moment to where he's dropping his first like that was big, you know, to see that timeline, and then he dropped it, and I know he was happy, and then all the stuff he put out, and I just you know, because I used to watch his IG live, not his live, but his stories and stuff, and I seen all the places he was traveling with his friends and stuff, and they all shooting videos and renting all these crazy cars and doing all type of stuff, just and victory lap everywhere, and just, you know, got the flags up and stuff like that. So I think that was like a real exciting moment. I was like really like, I felt his energy at that moment. So I think like if that is a moment, I think that's a moment for him, because it took so long for him to actually have that first studio album that he put out. So that's definitely a Nipsey moment, I would say.
Okay.
Dropping his first album.
Okay. All right. I'll share my favorite Nipsey moment. And it's not as like, I don't know, I guess personal as you guys in a sense. My favorite Nipsey moment was actually kind of like the first time I kind of heard about Nipsey. And I believe it was when he made the Crenshaw album. Mm-hmm. That's the joint where he had the physical copies, and it was like for $100. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I heard of Nipsey. And I loved it. Like, I was inspired. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga thinking he gonna make these CDs and sell them for $100? Like, I was genuinely upset for like 2 minutes. Like, who this nigga think he is? Then after the outlandish thoughts 2 minutes later passed, I'm like, yo, this nigga is like making some real boss moves. You gotta be a real boss type nigga to make a CD and sell it for $100.
People want what they can't have.
And then, you know, because my mind is always working like from like a business perspective, and I'm looking at it like, okay, so this nigga didn't press up 5 million of them to be made at $100 a pop. This nigga was smart about it. He made like what, 100 or 1,000 of them.
I think it was probably like 10,000 of them.
Was it 10,000?
Yeah,
it was something like 10,000.
Well, whatever it was a small limited amount.
Yeah,
and he was selling it for $100, and I was like, dang, like. And then when I seen that Jay-Z, I think, bought like 100 copies or some shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, yo, this nigga niggas ain't even talking about the music. Niggas just straight up made an in-demand product, and niggas is just running to
by creating scarcity.
Right. Like, this shit is $100 an album, and niggas was like, ugh, when they first heard that. $100 an album? But then it's like, oh, I only made 10,000 copies. Then all of a sudden the shit got an allure to it. Like, oh shit. Well, I want one out of the 10,000. Right. And I was just really amazed at that. But
or maybe it was 1,000 copies. Or I don't know how many, but it was a limited amount.
It definitely wasn't past 10,000.
It definitely wasn't past 10,000.
It was either 100, 1,000, or 10,000. I can't remember. It was like
definitely more
7-8 years ago, something like that.
It's definitely more than 100. It was 1,000 to 10,000.
Well, yeah, it was actually 1,000 to 10,000 because I think Jay-Z bought 100 of them, right?
I think G bought 1,000 of them.
Nah, he bought like 100 of them.
Jay-Z spent. Hold up. How much is 10,000 worth?
100 albums.
That's 100?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then he bought 10. Hold on. No, that's 1,000. No, you're right. That is. I'm tripping. You're right. Mathematician.
We good. That was my favorite subject.
Edit that out. Look, edit my math.
Nah, you good.
You're right.
But yeah, so that was my first introduction to him, and that's my actual favorite moment because that was like one of those like first impressions where like it was a shocker of a first impression. I was like
1,000 copies.
Oh, it was only 1,000?
Told y'all.
Okay, and Jay-Z bought 10% of them shit. Okay, cool.
But you say he bought 100, he was right.
Here's the top search result.
Google out here just listening. That's the government. That shit crazy. I ain't even saying nothing.
We didn't even invite you into the conversation.
I ain't even invite you.
All right, I gotta leave. They tracking us now.
Hey, you know what's crazy now that we talking about that Crenshaw album? Now the niggas that was over here talking shit, like, I'll be damned if I pay $100 per album. Now, just imagine how much them shits is worth today.
Yeah. Oh my God. Then they somebody, and they said, and he said that if you buy them in person, you get it signed.
Yeah. So them niggas that bought that $100 albums and got it signed, and you went back to the block, niggas was laughing. You spent $100 for a CD, nigga. I got a blank disc right here, 10 cents.
Facts.
You're the idiot. You're the idiot. Now, meanwhile, fast forward 8 years later, look, you have a piece of history.
You really do.
And then if you ever hit tough times, you can sell that and get yourself out of a hole. But you got a piece of history. You have an asset. That is an asset that just went up.
Oh, that shit.
That's like Bitcoin 3 years ago. Not Bitcoin today, but Bitcoin 3 years ago. But yeah, I don't want to go on a tangent, but yeah, that was my favorite Nipsey moment. It was the first time I heard about this nigga. Because I was just like, who? I was like, the audacity. Who's this nigga making an album charging $100? I'm like, this nigga never heard of Napster? Like paying for that shit? Like, the fuck? Nah.
And I definitely think that he definitely could have got it off in LA alone by himself.
With 1,000 albums? Probably.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
But I mean, like I said, it was just genius the way he did the shit. Like, because throughout the whole process, nobody was even worried about what songs was on the album. Niggas was like, I just want the album. I just want this product. Niggas was like, give me this crack. I don't even know what crack tastes like. I ain't never smoked it, but give me the crack. Like, he created this product that niggas just gravitated to. And that was just a piece of, like, the beast, the mastermind behind Nipsey. Like, and that's what attracted me to him. Like, that's where I first heard about him. Like, it's like we had a conversation the other day about it. Like, I was a fan of him before the music. Like once I seen what he did and how he did it his way and all that, I fucked with him before I even heard a song. While I was over there, like, just like Googling and checking this guy out, like, who's this Nipsey Hussle guy? I was already a fan before I heard one bar. And that's just a taste of just the influence and impact that this guy had on everybody.
Yeah. His moves.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know how he did it, but I'm sure part of my favorite moment of him, I'm sure some of that brushed off on me, and I probably take it into my day-to-day, well, how I do certain things. And I'm always thinking about how to handle certain business things. It's because of what attracted me to how he handled his business.
Well, he said he got a cheat code.
What's the cheat code?
His brother.
Oh, yeah.
He got a right-hand man that come up with a lot of his shit or whatever, so... He gave it to his brother. He gave it to him. They were very close. Shit, man. I wish I had a motherfucking big sister that... like, look, this is what we gonna do today. This is what we gonna pull off today. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, tell me, shit, we gonna do this shit. But yeah.
That's well, I ain't gonna talk about that.
What?
Nah, I was gonna say, like, I had something similar, like, with my own brother, but I ain't gonna get on that. No, I'm saying I wanted to have something similar like that with my brother. Like,
oh, you said you wanted to have something similar.
Yeah, like, I wanted to be the nigga in the background that was feeding the ideas and putting you on. Yeah. But we just couldn't. It was too.
Couldn't be cohesive.
Yeah, it was just two dominant ass alphas that just didn't mix together.
Little brother or older brother?
He was younger than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. Sad to say. I don't even talk to him anymore, so let's just keep it moving. Nah, it ain't on.
That's your brother, though.
I know that's what everybody says that don't know us, but the ones that know us, it's for the better.
No, it is for the better. I'm not telling you to, like, go, like, you know, only you know what's best for you and your, but I'm just saying, like, just saying, like, that you guys are brothers.
We will always be brothers.
And you always be brothers. Yeah. And just, you guys
be blood brothers. And
fortunate to have the bond.
That's where it starts. That's where it ends. We blood brothers.
That's what's up.
You said ouch. He said ouch. Ouch. What were we talking about? Oh, the favorite moments. So yeah, so that was all of our favorite moments. I will say, looking back on Nipsey's passing a year later, I wish everybody kept the same energy. You remember when he passed?
I believe, I already know where you're going.
Okay.
I believe that they did. That is the longest. Everybody, like for social media, for people to...
No, when he said keep the same energy, I'm like, keep the same energy about what? Like what?
Him passing. Like
his passing, the energy that was around when he passed.
You don't think it's there?
Yes,
nah.
You don't think so?
Nah, I'm talking about, okay, let me finish. So, when he passed, right, the energy, once he passed, like, I'm talking like days after.
Okay.
Not months after. I'm talking about days after. That energy faded. And what I mean by that is, it seemed like when he passed, niggas was vegan in the street. It was no beef nowhere. Niggas was just so heartbroken and devastated about what happened. Like, if I had a problem with you, it's like, you know what, nigga, I ain't feeding that energy right now. I'm not even in the mood for that bullshit.
Right.
Like, that energy is what I like, because niggas wasn't entertaining the bullshit no more.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. That's starting to fade.
But that's just like when this corona shit clear up right ever. It's going to be a little bit of brotherly love. Like the first, I give motherfuckers 2 weeks to a month to get back to on that fuck shit that they gonna... Everybody talking about, we gonna love each other now. We appreciate it. Yeah, we gonna see you, motherfucker.
Right.
I'm gonna give these motherfuckers 2 weeks to a month before motherfuckers road raging, running each other over in the roads.
I give them a day.
He said, I give them a day. Damn.
See, like the
see?
My faith in humanity.
That's what I'm saying. Humanity, like...
Well, these niggas, first of all, humanity ain't shit right now.
That's what I'm saying.
These niggas...
Watch me destroy this shit.
Powers that be and shit.
You know what I seen? I seen a meme earlier. That shit had me happy from laughing, but also sad because it's true. Like, niggas is out here 2 weeks into the fucking corona shit. Can't sit still.
That's what I'm saying.
And then in the meme, I seen, y'all know who Anne Frank is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This bitch, Anne Frank, was in a little 250 square foot room for like 2-3 years. Had no Netflix and chill, had no nothing. And she was good. Y'all niggas can't even just sit still for a couple weeks.
No, it's disgusting how people are complaining. I will say that. Like, I'm like at this point, it's like, okay, at first, like, even if you were complaining to try to be cute on camera, like, I'm so bored. Like, okay, now you to a point where, like, you just sound dumb. Like,
yeah.
Like, please just stop.
Would you rather be infected and laid up in the fucking hospital bed with a tube down your throat?
Exactly. It's people, and then, I want to go inside. It's just like, it really, it's so...
You know what these niggas need to experience? They need to experience some 23-and-1s.
No, let me tell you.
Program,
let me tell you what this millionaire lady that I follow online said today.
What's that?
She said, she is a millionaire from network marketing, doing all this stuff, right? I've watched her timeline. She came up, okay?
Okay.
She talking about, man, we got to homeschool these kids. I got a 9th grade education. I'm 40 years old. I ain't been to school in about years. And I'm like, bitch, you're a millionaire. Like, they got online tutoring. You got, like,
yeah.
Bitch, you thinking like a poverty nigga now. Like, what are you talking about? What? You have money. You can call another healthy motherfucker over there, hire them to...
Hire somebody to hop on the fucking webcam.
On the Zoom or anything. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is... But she was really like low-key stressed out, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like...
And what you...
lady...
Sorry, to cut you off for a second.
It just...
And then...
I was like, what?
So you got a kid in 9th grade that you stressing about because you don't know how to teach him right.
No.
What?
No.
Oh, no, she had a 9th grade. How old was the kid?
This kid was probably like 4th grade.
Okay, 4th grade. Fuck that 4th grade. This bitch is a millionaire. You think her kid gonna hurt if he just out of school for a semester or two just to let this shit pass over? Kid gonna be all right. Trust me. Listen, school is important, but guess what? If you miss out on 4th grade, you're gonna be all right. You still got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to get your shit right.
I'm sure she put them in a private school. That's why she really can't understand the word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, come on. That shit crazy.
And then you hear all the other people in the comments, see all the other people in the comments like, I feel the same way. Okay, I understand you, bitch, little Becky Sue or whoever. Y'all regular motherfuckers are whatever. Like, y'all work at Petco, and I get why y'all. This is a motherfucking millionaire.
Right.
I just didn't understand. Like, it was just the complaining about it. Like, why are you even complaining about it online when you could just hire? You have
nothing to complain. If you got 7 figures, you got nothing to complain about.
That's it.
Next you know, she's going to be on her live tomorrow. She ain't getting a check. No, I'm playing. But, yeah, that shit right there don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You guys have anything you want to add in regards to what we talked about before we leave that?
What? As far as what?
Before we jump off Crenshaw? Did y'all have anything else that y'all wanted to add on that? Are y'all good?
Let me think. Do I have anything to add on for... No. You know, it's still touchy. Like, I just got to a point where, like, I could talk about it and just be cool. Like, I'm just like, you know, I'm nah. No, if you ask me a question, that's different. But, like, I don't have anything else.
All right, I'll ask you a question. It was one of you two, I forgot who was talking about it, but he was talking about when him and Lauren broke up. What did they break up for the first time for those listening?
I believe it has something to do with him and another female.
You said what?
I said I believe it has something to do with him and another female.
Oh, you...
I don't know.
Took a trip.
I don't know.
Took a trip out of London.
How long you been waiting to use that?
I'm just...
How long you been waiting to use that?
You stupid. I haven't waited nothing.
You use that pretty fast.
What can I say? I'm witty.
Yeah, but...
Something to do with some infidelity. Something like that.
Exactly.
And they got
along
over it.
Along those lines.
They got over it and became stronger after the fact.
Exactly. I don't like to dwell on people's shit.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, we always going to do some kind of dwelling because we're going to always think about the memories and whatnot.
Yeah. But yeah, it has that supposedly.
Do you believe that LL and not Cool J is getting all the credit she deserves for holding down the fort?
What do you mean?
What's she talking about?
Like, she's been holding down the fort. Like, as a mother, as a previous lover. I mean, because didn't she have a POA right now?
What's a POA?
Power of attorney. Didn't she have power of attorney on this stuff?
Why would she have power of attorney?
I thought her and Sam or whatever had it.
Who said that? Why would they have it?
Hey.
Why would they?
Somebody will have to have power.
The person that has power of attorney over all the marathon stuff is his brother.
Okay. Yeah. I had read somewhere it was like a joint thing or something. Maybe I mean,
of course, his family has to have.
He left.
Yeah, of course, his mother, his father, his child's mother, his children. Yeah, everybody is connected to him. Blood-wise, I'm sure that they have some type of stake in his estate for facts. Okay. That's just legal off top, like. Mm-hmm. But the one that is the power of attorney, I know for sure is Black Sam.
So
over the marathon stuff, at least. Now over his life and all that other shit, right. I don't know. That's probably his mama and his daddy. They are the ones that's in charge of him. Whatever. But marathon, that's Sam.
Okay. But all right, circle back to Lauren now. Do you feel like she's representing Nipsey well in this year later?
she wrote a very beautiful poem. Mm-hmm. That poem that she wrote to Nipsey was pretty dope. I have it actually saved on my phone, and I mean, she is carrying on the old Puma line. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's doing.
And I don't have nothing bad to say.
Yeah.
I'm just asking just to get opinions of more qualified individuals.
She bought a house and I was pretty dope.
I mean, I think she's just carrying on doing the best she can. In the position she's in, being a celebrity or whatnot, a known figure, and then trying to grieve and trying to raise her kids and trying to still have money, exactly, work, have money, and do her thing. So as best as she can. I mean, I think she's doing a good job with keeping her stuff at whatever level it's on as best as she can. So I think she's good.
Yeah, she taking. I know she got money across.
Okay.
I know that's a no-brainer. You feel me? Just like Vanessa Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I know that those are two powerful mothers right now.
Right.
They lost their husbands worldly. Devastating.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up. Man, you just, the segue king, you just make it easy. What I was going to follow up with that after you guys uplifted those women. I'm sure you guys aren't regular listeners to the podcast, but I like to ask the tough questions, sometimes the ignorant questions.
Absolutely.
How long in a situation like this do you deem it necessary for these women to hold these foundations before they close that chapter and move to the next?
To the next man?
Sure.
Okay, you have to find a man worthy of that. You have to find a man worthy of being in Hermes Askedom's and Kobe Bryant's shoes. Good luck. And you talk about body, mind, spirit, passion, voice.
And that's with anybody. I could be a regular woman on the street and have a great fucking husband that's just, he's somebody within our community that meant a lot to our family and his friends, and he's that guy for our community of people.
Right.
And took a loss or whatever. Like I'm not gonna get no Joe Schmo. If my husband's you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. If your husband was over here in the 95 percentile, you gotta find somebody.
I can't get a Joe Schmo. Like,
you have to go with somebody who's already doing more. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense, it's like, I don't know, bro. I mean, and it's something like that is.
I think Lauren one day, and even Vanessa. I mean, I don't know when or whatever because I don't know when. I can't say when because
How long was Nip and Lauren together?
About 5 years.
That includes the break?
Yeah, they didn't even have a break. Their break was 5 minutes.
Okay. So 5 years. Vanessa was 18. Quadruple that.
What, you're like 20 years?
Yeah,
it's 20. So there's a chance Lauren could move on. But I think her moving on is actually probably going to be harder than Vanessa to move on.
Who? What?
Why?
I feel like Vanessa moving on would be easier than Lauren to move on, in a sense that Vanessa's at that age where she's kind of like at that age.
She can just get an old man. She's
just kind of content with herself at that age.
A lot. You don't know that. You don't know what neither one of them women think.
Hey, you hold up.
I know.
Time out, real quick. Vanessa's not old.
Yeah.
You got to remember, she's a little bit younger than Kobe. So if Kobe was 41, Vanessa's kind of like...
She's basically 40.
Vanessa's
they was together 20 years.
Yeah, well, she's 18. She's only like 38.
If they was together 20 years and he was 41 when he died, that means he was 21 when he got with her. Okay. So she was at least 18.
That's what I said.
Okay, so I said she's basically 40.
Okay, so I'm saying Lauren London, because you said Vanessa's at an
How old is Lauren London?
Lauren London is 35 years old.
Oh, I didn't realize she was that old.
Nipsey Hussle about to be 34.
Nah, Lauren London old.
That is not old. 30s are not old.
I thought she was like 30.
Nigga, you 30.
No, nigga, I'm like 40. But anyway, that ain't here nor there.
Nipsey Hussle would be 34 in October. I know,
he was 33. Yeah.
And Lauren just turned 35 in December.
I didn't realize that
Vanessa's only 38.
I didn't realize she was older. Yo, I'm over here getting shot. Nah, but I should have fact checked. My fault.
Who else you don't know? Pretty much everybody's older. Like, I don't know who you think is like the only people that are younger are the new rappers and the mumble rappers.
The mumble rappers.
Everybody else is pretty much in their 30s.
Right. Not Pop Smoke, don't mumble. You just got a deep voice. But
I didn't even know. I'm not even gonna lie. I did not know who this nigga was until he died. He didn't hit my radar yet.
That's fair enough. The only reason I even knew about Pop Smoke was because remember my boy Jason, when he had came out, and I had did my my little top 50 rapper list or whatnot. He was talking about Pop Smoke during that segment, and I was just like, who? I mean, this was like 6 months ago or something. I was like, who? Who the fuck is Pop Smoke? I'm like, okay. And then I heard it. I'm like, okay, this nigga's kind of fire. He remind me of like he kind of got like a 50s, like if 50 was to come out today, it seemed like that's what 50 would sound like. But yeah. So the reason why I had asked that, so y'all feel like the requirements for the women would have to be an upgrade. There's no downgrading at that point.
I mean, it's not even.
But the original question I asked was, how long do you feel is a respectable wait?
It's
a respectable wait. Like, so let's be real. I mean,
it's no respectable.
There's a time limit.
It's how.
Well, obviously, okay. Would y'all feel some type of way about Lauren London if she buried Nip and next week later she was in public fucking another guy?
But nobody would do that.
No, but would y'all feel some type of way?
I mean, duh. Most people.
I would feel some type of way if my mama did that to my daddy.
Exactly.
And they were together, and she was fucking another nigga. I'm like, mom, my dad.
Okay, so that's my point. You would feel some type of way a month later, right? So would you feel some type of way 6 months later?
Listen.
No, just yes or no.
No, because these questions, God, like
I'm just asking a tough question.
No, that's not even a tough question because the thing about it is like, yeah, like it's not that I would feel some type of way. Would that be shocking? Yes. Would I be mad at her for it? No. But that would be shocking for anybody. Even if you were my neighbor and you had a wife and your wife died 6 months later, I seen you with a bitch, I'd be shocked. It's like, oh, okay. I wouldn't be, but would I be mad at you? No. That's anybody if you lose your love or your spouse.
So you'd be shocked.
Of course, everybody.
So let's use that.
Let's
be caught by surprise.
Let's use that word. You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna use that word shocked.
Okay.
A year later, are you still shocked?
Yeah. Like, I mean, not.
Hold on, we're just gonna keep.
But you're not mad though.
I didn't say mad. We're gonna use the word shocked.
You're not even like.
A year later, you're shocked.
I'm not mad or
right now. If Lauren London's on IG with a nigga, you're shocked.
Just fucked.
I'm gonna tell you that when I would stop being shocked if I seen her just walking with a dude. Now, if I seen her 2 years later kissing a dude in the mouth, I'd be shocked. Not shocked like how could you do that to Nipsey, but more shocked like, oh shit, you
moved on.
Kissing now. Not like oh shit, like where did he come from? Because I just be more like, okay, that's your boyfriend or boo. Like, where do you come from? Not like where you come from. Like, have you?
So for you, it'll have more of a play on how you're introduced to the next person.
Yeah, like it just depends.
The introduction.
Now she's walking.
If the introduction is she's doing business with somebody, and then a few months later they're still doing business, but now you see they're a little romantically closer, it's a little less shocking, right? Because you've seen the build up.
No,
that's
not what I'm saying. Listen.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm saying this. If she wanted to date someone right now.
Yeah.
If, like, let's say, like, literally, we ain't gonna say the day after his anniversary. We're gonna say this summer.
Okay.
Let's say this summer come out.
Hot girl summer.
TMZ, she at a cafe having lunch with a dude. Would I be shocked? Yes. Would I be mad at her or judging her or talking shit about her? No. If this shit happened 3 years later, would I still be shocked? Yeah, because I'll just be shocked just for the simple fact that she's out there for herself now. Like she's getting back to her.
So no time limit whatsoever. You're always gonna be shocked when you see her.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be shocked regardless whoever the first motherfucker is. What if it's 20 years?
What if she's 55?
Yeah, I'm gonna be really shocked. I'm like, I'm gonna be shocked whoever the next motherfucker is.
At that point?
Hell yeah.
So 20 years later is enough time to wait.
To wait? What the fuck do you wait? What do you for?
Why are you telling
This
me
is what
20 years later?
This is what I'm saying. What is a respectable amount of time for, let's just use it for an example, for Lauren London to move on with another person? To have a
Whenever
relation.
she wants to.
No, I know. She's her own
10
person.
years.
No, but
10 years. There we go. That's
What?
I just wanted to answer.
10 years.
10 years.
Just give this nigga a number.
No, I'm not gonna give this nigga dumb. That's a dumbass number. No, because I get what he's trying to say. Like, what's a respect? First of all, there's no respectable time. Like, throw that whole word out the fucking window. Like, let's try to respect.
Okay, I'm gonna use myself for an example, right? If Lauren London got with a nigga right now, I'd be shocked, right? I'd be like, oh shit, she's moving on. I'm like, oh wow. A year later, right? 5 years later, myself, I'm saying, I'd be like, oh, okay, all right. It's time, I'd be on some Rafiki shit. It's time, Now, like he said, 10 years. Now, if 10 years later go by, I'd be kind of looking at it like, oh, damn, what took so long? I'd probably be looking at it the reverse way. Like, what took you so long to come across,
So if your spouse died, how long do you think you would wait to move on to the next person?
Do you even want to?
How about that?
It depends.
What depends on what? What it depends on?
It depends.
Okay, so if you were with them for 5 years or if you were with them for 20 years,
it depends on the whole situation.
If they died tragically, somebody killed them like Nipsey, or if they died in an accident.
The death don't matter.
Okay.
However you die is however you die.
Okay.
I think I would have a different way of handling it if I had a family with this person and if I didn't have a family. Like right now, I don't have a spouse with a family.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
We're going to say with a family because Lauren had a family with Nip and so did Vanessa.
Okay. We'll use Vanessa as an example because she got 4 kids or some shit.
I don't care
3.
if you had 1 kid with
no,
a spouse.
I'm gonna say 4 because I'm just hoping. I'm hoping she got something in the belly. I'm hoping. I'm gonna hold hope for a few more months. Anyway,
What you talking about?
Talking about Vanessa.
Oh, you so.
Listen,
I'm asking you.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm holding hope. I'm holding hope. There's a little boy in there. Anyway,
Even if it's, but no, we talking about you
she just
having
had
a
a girl.
spouse.
So
I don't give a fuck if it's a boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah, well, a boyfriend. I don't give a fuck if it's a girlfriend. I'm sorry, girlfriend. I don't care if it's a girlfriend or a wife.
Gotcha.
You can have children with them both. I don't give a fuck if it's 1 kid or 10 kids.
I'll answer both situations.
I don't care if it's 1 kid or 10 kids.
I'll answer both situations.
Girlfriend or wife, long-term girlfriend or wife.
Mm-hmm.
They die. How long you love them? You love her so much. You want to be with her. She the one. She died. How long is it going to take for you to move on? And you have a child or children with her.
If I got the family, honestly, I'm probably not moving on for some time.
What? No. I need numbers. Like how you told me. What's the respectable number that you would give yourself?
I would say, no, I'm being real. I would say my wife, my girlfriend, my whatever.
Why you have to read it?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying, no matter how it is, whether it's my wife, my spouse, my girlfriend, whatever title you want to put to it.
You're right. Okay.
We got a family together. I'm going to tell you like this. Because I got a family with them, every time I see my kids, I'm going to be thinking about her.
Which is every day?
Which is every day. So I probably won't be able to move on until the kids go to college. That's just being real. No, I'm just being real.
So does that mean that you ain't going to hit nothing or you ain't going to get in a serious relationship?
If she dies while they in college? How long?
If they out the house?
Yeah.
That's going to be a little easier. If they out the house, I'm not really going to be seeing them every day. So I would say probably 5 to 10 years. And it would be the same rules that we hold these ladies to. I can't move on to the next one unless it's an upgrade. Like, I'm not even entertaining. I'm definitely not going to have no queen that died and move on to a thought. That just ain't happening. That just ain't happening. I'm going to have to find another queen. No, I'm serious. Because I would not only be disrespecting her, I'd be disrespecting myself. Because it's like, yo, you had this fucking empress and you coming in here with the help.
You know what?
No, I'm just being real. I'm just being real.
Oh, God.
Major fact.
But
I mean, nobody can backstep. I mean, even if y'all broke up, you don't want to go downwards. You want to go upwards. Like,
well, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to back.
And I mean, the whole reason you break up is because typically whoever you're with is just not compatible. That's typically what it is. Some people figure it out sooner. Some people figure it out later. But at the end of the day, you break up because it's no compatibility. The compatibility, whatever it was or whatever you thought it was, it just.
But just because you guys are not compatible doesn't mean that. I mean, it can mean sometimes that person is a downgrade, or you're above them, or they're beneath you, or whatever the case may be. But sometimes it can still be a quality person, still be an empress. I've heard dudes say, I ain't got nothing bad to say about my ex. It was great. We just couldn't agree upon certain things.
There it is.
We to do it like, but she's still a queen.
I know.
She's still
wasn't compatible. Wasn't compatible. She was a queen, and that nigga wasn't ready for it.
You guys are agreeing.
No, it's not that he wasn't ready. No, he was saying that they had different views on certain things that in regards to their future, like their marriage. I understand that because I've dated dudes and then we be thinking we all what?
She's serious.
What am I doing? What am I doing now? What?
I didn't say anything.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You guys, you are literally describing what he's talking about. You're literally describing that shit.
What?
Oh my God. You guys are on the same page. And you're just like, no, it's like okay, but you're
I didn't think I was.
the same shit.
Go on, Danny, then.
No, but that was it. I said what I had to say.
Prime example how women don't give a fuck. It just gotta be right.
I was actually trying to explain something, but
you were explaining it like after y'all already. You right. See, you right.
Whatever. Anywho,
I don't think any of us are compatible with her.
Oh, yes, we were talking about compatibility. I was just getting him to understand that just because you are not compatible doesn't mean that person is. Because you were talking about the thought that
you talking about looks.
You don't want to down.
I wasn't talking about looks.
Okay.
I said I'm not gonna. I said I'm not gonna go from a queen to a thought. That ain't nothing to do with looks.
Ain't nothing to do with looks.
I'm like I can find a thought that looks better than a queen. But when I say a queen and a thought, it's more than just a looks.
I hate it. All these fucking thoughts. I know. I hate the fact that thoughts are better than most queens. We got a lot of tens.
Hold on, time.
I'm way over here. You on your own, nigga.
I can definitely. I'll go into it. I'll definitely go into it.
No. I would like to know what makes a Tatiana look better than most queens. Like
I'm talking about like the actual physical attraction. I know most of these females out here go and get their bodies done. Oh,
you talking about that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm always prepared. I don't never just be shooting shit out. But these females that go get their motherfucking bodies done to try to compete with women who don't have to. You feel me? 9 times out of 10, the fucking Instagram.
So you think the faker bodies look better than the women that have natural nice bodies?
No. God, no. Girl, what is wrong with you?
I was asking because you were saying that they look better than.
So I guess by society's definition, not by mine. So
what?
I appreciate natural beauty all the way around. All right.
No, I was trying to figure out the distinction as far as like the physicality.
Yeah. Okay. So like I was saying, so the women who have to buy their bodies to compete with women who don't have to. You know what I'm saying? That they make themselves look better. I really don't appreciate a strong 10. If you're a strong 10. Everywhere, there's something majorly wrong missing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate a woman who don't got, okay, you're sure one titty bigger than another. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I really appreciate it. Like, really.
Need some imperfections?
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Because you know what? These badass females are also men. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Exactly. Yeah. These damn transsexuals, bro. A lot of these niggas get these goddamn operations and shit done, and they
be like turning to bad bitches,
just like women, bro. And that's why I just stay in the house.
Turn into some badass bitches, right?
I'm gonna just get a dog.
Wow.
Oh my god. No, I do think that. I think it's a combination. I just think that. First of all, I think queen is like a more of a mentality than a look, because I think queens look all different types of ways.
Facts.
There's queens that look like bad bitches, and you talk to her, you're like, oh shit, fuck, my bad bitch, you's a queen. Sorry. And I'm not saying that. And then there's some queens that look a little more homelier, you know what I'm saying? And there's some queens that look like, you know, models, or some queens that look, you know what I'm saying? Some queens that look like different things, but you would never know until they open their mouth. Right. And see their mannerism and how they act. And then you be like, oh, okay, you a queen. I mistaken you for a fucking what I saw these other bitches to be. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they can have the allure of a sex kitten, but they really don't even be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like there's some dusty, not good looking bitches that got their body done, and there's a lot of bitches that got their body done that the doctor didn't do all the way a good fucking job, because it just looked crazy as fuck. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got it done, but
you got it done.
That shit look a little.
That shit is hit.
That shit, man.
That shit is hit, boy.
That shit, boy. It's like she be thinking motherfuckers looking at her because that shit look good and it look all. No, that shit look like.
Who done it and why?
How much money you spend on that shit? You need it back. You need all your money back. Get a discount.
So let's ask you. How long are you waiting? Let's say your king gets taken out, and you got your two boys at home. When you bringing another nigga around?
I can't say for sure, but I know at least a year minimum. I'm gonna have to get. I mean, and a year is not even a long time or whatever, but it depends on where I'm at in my life, how old I am.
Let's say you're 40.
Hang it up, Chief.
This nigga.
Hang it up.
He's like throwing an age out there.
Well, the two examples we were talking about basically hovered around the 40.
You're right.
So that's why I'm using that as an example.
I mean, and 40 would still be young in my book, and I'm still gonna have a nice body at 40. I'm still gonna look very good at 40.
Shit?
But
like love and shit after a while.
What you mean?
Yeah.
No. What you mean? Love and what?
Like just after a while, like I guess at 40 you can find your love and live happily ever after.
Yeah, there's a lot of single 40-year-olds.
You can always
60-year-olds.
You can always find love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love is out there. I mean, you look like you might have been hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I don't do the whole love thing.
He's not doing the whole love thing.
It's okay. It's okay. You scared to feel. It's all right. That's what that is.
I love my mom.
I know you love your mom.
So I feel
that's what you're scared of right there. You scared of somebody gaining your love like your mom got.
No, I'm scared of somebody taking my money. I'm not.
I'll just get a girl that has her own money.
Prenup. Yeah.
Why, if she has her own money, why
This
should
nigga
she
said a
get
prenup. It's okay. It's okay to love, bro. It's okay to love. From one black brother to another. I want you to embrace love when it comes knocking. I don't want you to get scared when love hits you right in the face, because you might be turning around to one. So
yeah, I didn't turn it around.
Embrace it. I'm sure those are all Tatianas. You right?
No, I've had women who definitely pretty much compete with my mom, but man.
So you out here tainting the queens, huh?
No, I'm telling them the truth and keeping it to myself. I'm very upfront about myself.
You out here tainting them.
No, I'll sugarcoat.
That's why all these queens is out here fuck niggas.
No,
niggas like you, huh?
Hell no.
No, I'm playing. I'm fucking with
they
you.
don't have a chance. You can't never say Tariq didn't tell you this. That's a fact.
Bitch, I told you what it was.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't have time for you to come back later. Like, because I dealt with that when I was younger. Mm-hmm. The aftermath of not telling. I'm just not gonna not tell. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, don't worry about that. Fuck you.
But from this point going forward, April 2020, embrace love. Give it a try.
I did.
You might like it. Give it a try. You might like it.
I said I'm gonna get a dog.
You said a dog?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You have children?
No.
Oh, I thought you said something earlier about you having kids.
No.
But you were talking about like some future kids.
Maybe.
Okay. Ameerah?
Ameerah, what?
Did you have anything you wanted to add? I think I got everything, all the questions out that I wanted.
You have to edit the fuck out of this.
No, I don't have anything I want to add. Just,
do you feel like there's something you need to add?
No. No. I mean, I can't even remember where I was. It was maybe like one thing, but then it already came and went. Okay. But yes, happy Marathon Day. And get through this Corona season.
I like that. You just answered something for me.
What did I answer?
Happy Marathon Day. I like that.
Yeah.
Remember I was saying I don't like the anniversary word? Mm-hmm. I need something else. Thank you. Happy Marathon Day.
This shit gonna continue.
That's see, look. See, that's a queen right there.
You know what?
Happy Marathon Day. I'm gonna tweet that right now. My phone has. But yeah, there we go. Happy Marathon Day. I've been all day trying to think of a word other than fucking anniversary, because every time I hear anniversary and it involves Nip, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Happy Marathon.
Because I just don't like. I know we celebrate his life, his memories, and all that.
I don't celebrate this continuation.
I don't celebrate his death. That's what happy anniversary sounds like, because it's the anniversary of his death, technically. So it feels like he's celebrating his death, and I ain't trying to celebrate his death.
This ain't the first time we've said that, we use that term.
Which one?
Anniversary of someone's death.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't the first one.
No. Change it. That's what
but here it is.
I'll say, what we gonna call the other anniversaries of other things that died?
Not the.
Everybody. I'm
gonna use Nipsey as inspiration. His is Happy Marathon Day. When Kobe come around, we gonna
Happy
figure
Mamba Day.
Let's call it something else, because we already have a Mamba Day.
Really?
It's April 13th, last day he played basketball.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have to come up with something different than that, but that was inspiration enough for me to think of something when it comes. We got some time to think about that. Yep. All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank my guests for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. It was a very good episode. I'm excited. Happy Marathon Day to you guys listening and watching at home. And just remember, marathon continues. We'll fade out.
Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle to overweight. That's why they follow me up.